What do most people stand like?
Just that, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You look a little bit nervous doing that though. Well, Graham, is this all recording? Yeah, it's going in at the start of the video. Andrew McGahon for SevereMMA standing alongside Petesy Carroll, also of SevereMMA. Looks fine, yeah?
What about this?
I don't know.
One?
I think you're...
Yeah,
maybe
I like this.
A wee bit, yeah. Slide on, like, bit of an attitude, but not too much of an attitude so that you're giving me your back.
B-boy.
Yeah, that'll do. Talk to me about this massive amount of Irish fans here today. Seems like they're really coming in the droves. We both flew out yesterday. We've gone out fight week every Tuesday, but there was so many people coming out so far away in advance. Why?
I just think he's making people proud to be Irish again. You know what I mean? I think everyone kind of grows up and their parents tell them about the summer of 1990. Or they tell them about, that's 25 years ago. And then 20 years ago was Steve Collins and Chris Eubank. That was another big night a lot of people remember. I think people are coming out here because they want to be there. They want to be part of something big that happened. You know what I mean? And they're branching the tricolours. They had them all out. They're swinging them around. It's great to see. And I think there could have been even more today. You know what I mean? I think they had to cut it off and they had to get them all. Everyone was here from
security. Security were blocked. As I was coming in, I was late. Yeah. But I was allowed through because of the media.
Because you're Andrew McGahon, that's why.
Oh, well,
it's Andrew. Let him in.
Clear the way. Get the truck.
You can come out now.
What did you think of his workout though? Like, people are saying like, oh, I think he's always done this. So he's always done a long workout because he used it as his day's workout anyway. Yeah. That's what he would have been doing in the gym.
Got a good sweat on, yeah. He did. Yeah, it definitely was like a full workout. It was the longest one there by a long time. Yeah, I don't really think Sihan's significant because we've seen it before. He's obviously the star of the show. He was on it a lot longer than everyone else. That's to be expected. He was interviewed.
Did a bit of wrestling today, though.
Yeah,
wrestling.
Did you not see? He mixed it up very well with Artem as well. I think he was it dealing with Artem? I'm not too sure. I think he might have thrown a couple of
bit of grapple with Artem.
Yeah, really impressive.
But more importantly, the fireman's carry that he was doing on Sergey.
Yeah,
arm drags and fireman's carries.
This is it. Yeah, I like the arm drags. I like it all, but I don't think we're gonna even.
No.
I can't see Mendes closing that distance.
No, because it's such a big gap.
Yeah, it is. And Conor's so fucking long. Do you know what I mean? That's another thing as well. You know what I mean? If he can feed him a jab all night and that big left hand comes into the equation, I don't think Mendes gets off at all. You know?
Mendes said today that he knows that he's got power in both hands. Conor's very hittable. Conor's been hit a lot in his fights, he said. I agree that Conor has been hit, but I don't think he's been hit with any sort of volume and power enough to worry him in any way. Like, is it a thing that if Mendes can close the distance, put one on Conor's chin, we're finally going to get to see Conor McGregor under heavy pressure?
Yeah, I think the right hand, like, I think it's definitely a weapon. You know, he's knocked out 5 guys. Like, I think it's 4 or 5 guys with that overhand right. But he uses his kind of, you can see it's like something that kind of comes out of his wrestling game as well. The way he can cover that distance really quickly and come over the top. But you know, I think Conor's wide. Like, I mean, Artem Lobov. Like, you know what I mean? Down by the side and swinging like a lunatic, closing that distance. He's used to this kind of stuff. Conor, I was talking to John there just before you were today, and he was saying, you know, Chad Mendes. I mean, Uriah Faber was saying about Chad Mendes. It's like a white belt. You know what I mean? It's like he just does enough wrestling to get himself in trouble. John said Chad Mendes just knows enough he knows just enough boxing to get himself in trouble. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's completely true. He thinks it's like a black belt, white belt kind of thing. I think Mendes has had a lot of improvements, but I certainly think Conor has a huge advantage on the feet.
Couple of quick things. It's not only this. If you want to thank him now for getting you this new bag, yeah, Neil Seary.
Neil, thanks very much for lending the bag again. It's really flamboyant, and I know that's what you're all about, so thanks again, man. Love you.
I know you're a big fan. I think he's going to completely shock everyone this weekend. Not so much in the fact that he's going to come out and he's going to perform the same way Neil Seary always does. The fact he's going to have the arena full from the second fight of the night.
I really hope they all get out. Like, if you're here, get out and support Neil Seary, because he needs to show. I think he needs to show the UFC how much he, like, you know, the Irish,
how much he means to the Irish fans. Because a good win, he's on the longest winning streak in that division. He could be right up main event UFC Dublin later on in the year.
Well, this, like, I mean, why is he at the bottom of the card all the time? I mean, in Sweden, that didn't make sense to have him and Chris Beale at the bottom of the card at all. It didn't. You know what I mean? I think he needs to show them. They all got behind him. Remember in Dublin, that's when the Fields of Attenroy started, and then they had the kicks. He was hitting the low kicks, and everyone was going, it was mad. But and then there was you know what I mean? Just a lot going on for him going into that fight as well, and to perform the way he did that night was unbelievable. Chris Beale was I think he was sent in there to lose that fight. Honestly, I think Beale was going to use him as a stepping stone to push him towards the flyweight title. Where would Chris Beale be?
And another child now as well, another mouth to feed.
Yeah, that's it, man. You know, he has plenty of money though. Don't get me wrong. You know,
Loaded.
He's like 7
Sure,
jobs.
he gets so much off you for interviews.
5 every time. You know what I mean? He refusing to do them from now on. I haven't actually given him the money, I should say, like, but it's all in
On
the post.
credit.
It's
You're
in
good
the
for
post.
it.
Yeah,
Good.
good. Look at me. I'm balling.
Well, then finally, before we go as well, myself and Peter, every time we go to America, we have a little tradition.
We do.
Will we open it up?
We open up to the public.
I don't know. Should we?
Yeah, we should.
Fogo de Chao this Friday, Las Vegas. Me and Peter will be there. All you can eat steak, $50.
And don't go messing with the salad bar.
Graham's trying to tell us something here. I can't even tell. Carl Pendred. I would have got a kicking if I had forgot about Carl Pendred. A very hard fight from this weekend. But I think, as Jeremy Botter said in our hangout the other day, that John Howard is just at the tail end of his career. Cottle's on his way up. It could be a case that Carl Pendred gets somebody cut from the UFC this weekend.
Yeah, is he
0-3.
Yeah, he's 0-3 in the last 3. And I saw him in Boston, and I know he's a nice guy. And like, I mean, they're all nice guys, but he just didn't look like he wanted to be there that night. Against Larkin, he just looked like he was showing up. And I think if Cole shows up the way he has been, you know, and Howard comes forward as well, he will engage him. So I think it's a good fight for Cole, and hopefully, you know, he'll be able to put to bed some of the criticism he's getting here, because, I mean, everybody knows who Carl Pendred is, though. That's the thing, everybody knows, and that's a very hard thing to come across with UFC, because obviously it's a big brand and they push the UFC, but Cole's not ranked and everybody knows who he is. He's doing that very well.
Yeah. Peter, thank you very much.
Good man.
SevereMMA.com all week. Peter Carroll, the lead feature writer.
All day.
My best friend, one of my favourite people in the world. Give me a hug.
Give me
First interview I can finish with a hug. See you later.